We can't be going to God every day and nothing is happening in our lives simply because maybe we have allowed our anger, our bitterness to distract us. Or maybe our ignorance to distract us. Or maybe our pride to distract us. Or maybe the glamour of power to distract us. Those things will happen. Dear good people, let us now know how to go to God. And let us know what to ask. Let us not be like a certain young man. Once upon a time, there lived a young man whom upon thinking and rethinking, he realized that he wanted to get rich because poverty was not his portion. And in his wild thinking, in his locality, there was a huge dam full of water. So this man was conversing with his friends, and he told them his mind. And he said, how I wish that I can turn that water into oil. I sell the oil and I become rich. One of the young fellows who was with him told him that, oh, that is possible. How do we go about it? Then he was told, you see that hill? There is a wise man who lives there. That wise man can help you on how to change that water into oil, and you sell and you become rich. So, the following day, the young man settled on this journey, and he walked and walked and walked. Got to the top of the hill, and there was a small hut. And he knew how those people look like. And when he entered, he found a very old man, very haggard, so dirty. He looked like death incarnate, death itself. A very scary moment. And so when he entered, he was asked, my son, what do you want? And the young man did not waste time. In his mind, he knew what he wanted. And he told the Mgaga, wise man, I want to get rich. There is a lot of water in my village. I am praying to you to help me how I can change that water into oil I sell. And this, the wise man told the young man, that is not for me to grant. That is too big for me. You see the third hill from here? There is my master. My master will help you. The young man started the journey again. And for 3 days, he was walking. On the fourth day, he arrived. As it was in his mind, he found a same picture of a very old man, extremely dirty, so much dirty. In fact, he was very dirty. And he was in a cave. That was now, the other one was a hut. This was a cave that was even very smelly. But he entered. In his mind, he knew what he wanted, to become rich. So he told the wise man, I have come. So the wise man asked him, what can I do for you? I have one prayer request. Please help me to change the water in my village to become oil. I sell, I get rich. And the old wise man, haggard and dirty, and mentioned them, roared and told the young man, that is not for me to grant. You have got one step to get. Our master lives on the fourth hill. So the boy knew there is light in the tunnel. So the boy walked and walked and walked. And actually, he really walked. That's how stories are told. Then on the fifth day, he arrived. In that hill, there was now a hut, almost like the first one that he found. But before he left this second master, he was told, when you get there, remove your shoes. And when you enter, there will be a stool on its own. Go and sit there. Once you sit, ask only one question. It will be granted and you'll be happy ever after. So what was the question? How can I change water into oil? I become rich. That was the only question. After following 2 instructions, remove your shoes, get inside the hut, sit on the stool, make your request with only one question. How can I change? So the man went and he arrived and he knew, thanks be to God Almighty. This is my day. I am now here to get my request answered and I'll get rich because I am selling oil from tomorrow. I know I'm so tired, I have walked. He had a conversation with himself. Then he remembered the instructions. He removed his shoes and he entered. Remember, the first encounter, he found a very old man, very dirty, and he looked like a heap of garbage. The second one was even worse, because he was actually in a cave. Now he is in a hut. And believe me, you people, in this hut was a very beautiful girl. Hey, very beautiful. In fact, she was very beautiful. The story tells us she was so beautiful that beauty could have only been explained using her. She was very beautiful. Please know that she was very beautiful. Thank you for knowing that. And remember, this is very, very far in the forest. And this is a young man. And they are the only 2 of them. Stop overthinking. Now, remember the instructions. Number 1. Number 2. And then after that, ask one question to be granted. What was the question? How can I change water into oil I sell? Now this man forgot to sit, and he stood there dazed. And from nowhere, from his wicked heart, he asked, are you married? And then he remembered the 3rd instruction. And that is how the young man lived in poverty ever after. Sometimes we can allow the beauty of this world to distract us. Dear good people, when you go to God, never be distracted. Know what to pray for and how to do that. I am going now. Thank you.